welcome back to the Kitchen Table Talk, where no subject is too heavy for the table. We're here at the kitchen table today, and guess who decided to finally join us? We got Malachi Beasley, and as always, my girl Tamara Johnson here to my right. And so today's topic, we're going to be talking about video game addiction. So, this topic is very near and dear to me. And I'm just gonna that's all I'm gonna say. Video game addiction. How many of you out there? It's actually just got into the DSM. What, this year? They've added video game addiction in the DSM, I think.
I don't know.
And it is a real deal. It is a real addiction. So we're going to slice that up, chop it up, and talk about it at the kitchen table. We're going to start off with Malachi here in the middle. This is our young millennial point of view.
Yeah.
And he is, for one, very much a gamer.
Really?
So,
well, before I even kick things off and state my opinion, I'm going to just let y'all know that a kid age 16 just won $3 million. For playing video games.
Wow.
16.
Wow.
Not what he do? Just finished 9th grade.
Okay.
Brought $3 million on. Mm-hmm. So why y'all attacking
Is that
video
addiction?
games?
No. Here, there's no judgment. We're not judging anybody. We don't attack anybody. We just talk about it because it's a healing process when we talk about it, right? It's an educating process when we talk about it. Right? Mm-hmm. So that's what this is all about. No judgment zone here at the Kitchen Table Talk. We ain't judging. I just said it's very near and dear because I know someone who actually is on the video a lot.
Right.
So.
Okay.
And, but to that end, okay, so this gentleman won, how many million you said?
3
million. Okay. 16 years old. That's a very good accomplishment. I think that's
better start
awesome.
than baseball.
So it's actually a sport, is what you're saying.
Yeah, it's considered a sport now.
It's a sport now. So maybe I was wrong about it being in the DSM. I know some kind of addiction just got in. Is it video or internet? I one of them.
Well,
Don't quote me on that.
I wouldn't be surprised about the internet.
Yeah, but one of them. But well, maybe it's just a new addiction.
Okay.
Maybe it hasn't gotten into the DSM yet. DSM is the manual for disorders. For those of you who are not familiar with that.
So they would consider it a disorder.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. Any addiction would be a disorder.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Right. And so what makes it an addiction is if it controls the better part of your life, if it impedes into your life where you can't get things done, i.e. keep a job, i.e. Get your chores done. You know.
Why are y'all laughing? Why are y'all laughing?
I'm laughing because of how she's saying it. She said it's near and dear to her heart, and I see that.
There's
some passion.
Is there passion? Okay.
There's passion there.
All right. So he's not going to see it. Okay, Malachi. Let me just ask you this question. And you're a gamer. Have you won any money?
None. Zero. Forget one time.
Wait. So you are on a platform where you can win money.
Yeah.
Because someone told me today that it's a whole community. I'm getting educated, people. There's no judgment. I'm just trying to get educated because I didn't know it was a community where there is actually monetary value in it.
Oh yeah, you can go to the homie's house and win like a quick $200 just playing.
Oh, you talking about neighborhood stuff?
I mean, it goes that way sometimes, but there is a community, a dedicated community where you can go in and play at a competitive level and win money.
So, do you do that?
No.
So let me just get this right. You haven't money.
I want some money, but not
professionally.
Not professionally.
You haven't won any money professionally.
Not professionally.
You don't go to the homies and compete, on that level of gambling.
Because that's what it is.
Yeah, I can say I'm a gambler.
So you have gambled
Oh yeah.
on that
I
level.
shoot dice.
In the homie. We're talking about the video gaming.
My bad.
The subject is the video
My
gaming.
bad. Video game. I don't play too many video games. I play like 3 different games. And that's
Okay.
it. So
How
it's not
often
a.
do you play? Because
Well,
I want
I
to
ain't
know, what do
doing
you
it.
consider addiction?
Okay, so yeah, are you on the game more than 20 hours a week?
20 hours a week. I mean, it's give or take. Who knows? Who
Are
really
you
knows?
on more than 40 hours a week?
No, ain't no way I'm on more than 40 hours a week. That's a full-time job.
Yeah.
Ain't no way. It ain't enough hours
Follow
in the
me,
day.
I'm going somewhere.
There's not enough hours in the day. I get home from work, I sleep, and then I wake up. I don't really watch much TV. I play the game until somebody hit me up and say, hey, let's go do this. If nobody hits me up, I'll probably go play a game, then watch a movie, go back to sleep, or go to work.
Okay, so the better part of your day is on the game. Have you ever lost a job from video gaming?
No.
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 Okay.
Never.
Well, what do you mean, have you lost a job from video gaming? Be specific.
Well, staying up all night on the
You
game.
couldn't get up the next
And
morning.
you can't get up the next morning.
Nah, that's never happened.
You had to think about that.
No,
That was a
no, because I have a relatable story. I've been out all night and decided to call in from work a
But
few
it had
times.
nothing to do with
Had
the
nothing to do with
game.
the video game.
Nothing to be- How many times has that happened?
Where I've been out all night?
Well, yeah, have you that you've lost the job because of that being out on that?
I've only lost one job because of my.
Wait, let's be clear. He didn't lose the job from being out all night. He lost the job because he wasn't disciplined enough to get up the next morning
Exactly.
to go to work as a result of being
out all night. And I've only lost one job for that particular reason.
Ah, okay. So you do not feel that you are addicted to video gaming?
Like I was telling her, everybody, to me, addiction is one of those words that's kind of misconstrued because to me, everybody has their own vices. Some people are addicted to a lot of things, and the word addiction leaves a negative connotation when you say that because like I said, everybody has their own addictions. Some people could be addicted to working out. Some people could be addicted to eating healthy. So those are not bad things, but too much of anything.
I was going there. It's not good for you.
Too much of anything is not good for you. Now, when you say addicted to video games, like she said, what do you mean? Clarify addiction. Because you think I'm addicted to video games.
I didn't say anything.
But you also.
This is a no judgment zone.
But see, this is where I want to turn this because she also thinks that every woman I've ever brought to my home.
Wait, we are not talking about.
Well, let me explain
We are
though.
not
Let me
talking
explain
about
though.
women
He's
right
going
here.
somewhere.
I'm
Follow
going
me.
somewhere. Follow me. Let's come down the rabbit hole with me.
Okay.
Every woman I bring to my home, she thinks I'm trifling because I have, 32 different relationships. See, so when you look at that, you see that she knows very little about what I'm doing. So she thinks if she doesn't see me doing something, I'm on the game. And then if I'm doing something, I'm out with a hussy.
Oh.
So where can we blur the line?
Unblur the line.
You're right. Unblur the line.
I don't think that they're blurred because that's not my thought at all.
What is your thought? What is your thought? What's the
see
dynamic
you on
here?
the game, Malachi.
Right.
I see you on the game.
Mm-hmm.
Your grandmother sees you on the game.
Okay.
Your sister sees you on the game.
And then when I'm gone for like 3 days, then y'all be like, "Where you at? Why you never at home? Why don't you call nobody?
Come here on the game.
Right? So what do you really want me to do? You want me to be in the house or you want me to be out?
That's not the when you are gone, we do not care that you are gone. While we go off the topic of video game addiction, we do not care that you are gone. We only say communicate where you are because this is a dangerous world.
Yeah.
Right.
And things happen.
Maybe y'all should get a video game. That way I can communicate with y'all. Tell them
Oh,
where I'm at.
we need to. The video people know where you
They know
are.
where I'm at. They know where I'm at. If y'all want to know where I'm at, get a PlayStation. Maybe you'll figure out where I'm at.
Millennials. There's
That-
Hop on my
Respect it.
platform.
Well, okay, so your platform, what do I have to do to get on your platform? I'll get on your platform. Teach me how. Now, you weren't ready for that. You weren't ready.
Yeah, I wasn't ready for that.
You weren't ready for that. I'll get on your platform. You teach me how. This is a no judgment zone. I want to understand what takes 90% of your time. I want to
You see
understand.
that? Where are we getting this number from? 90%.
I just like throwing out numbers.
Yeah,
In my favor.
clearly.
She does.
Wow, 90%, huh?
Well, what number would you say it is?
What? About 50-50.
Malachi?
Yeah.
50-50?
I'm going a lot, and when I'm not going, I'm at home.
Okay, well, I will say for now, because you don't live with me now, I'll have to go by what you say. But I'm your grandmother. She calls me, she tells me, oh, he on the game. That's what he do from the time he walk in to the time he goes. He on the game.
Is that what she said?
Is that
I'm
not
just
the
telling you. Is that or is it not the truth?
So let's do something next week. Starting next week.
Let's
If
time
you
it.
would, yes.
So
So
time it.
I mean, are you willing to do that? And then we can revisit
Come back to
this
the
thing.
table.
Oh yeah, you can revisit it easily.
But do it as though you're not timing yourself.
Right. If
Because-
I'm playing the game, I play the game. If I'm watching
So
the
how
movie, I'm
can
watching the movie.
how can we gauge that? How can we know
Can we just trust your word that when you walk in, you're going to document?
how long or when you
Like, so
start?
you'll put the
when
time, 4:52,
Yeah,
and then when you get off,
usually,
Or better
usually-
yet, sign me up, send me a sign.
put me on your
Put
platform.
me on your platform and teach me like you just said you
We'll get you a
That's
PlayStation.
Get me?
You'll see when I hop on when you get one. You'll see my name right there, Lockdown 24, hopped on, and you'll see when I get off.
Lockdown
That's
24.
good.
You guys out there in the video game, anybody out there in the video world,
Lockdown 24.
Lockdown 24.
Boy,
Like-
Inbox
Lockdown.
me. Lockdown. Say it again, Malachi.
Lockdown_24.
Lockdown_24.
Yeah.
Video gamers. Please. What platform is it?
That's PlayStation.
It's just PlayStation. You just got to be on a PlayStation.
Yeah,
we're
PlayStation.
getting educated here on the Kitchen Table Talk.
See, y'all don't
So-
even know what's going on. And
We
then,
don't.
And then the other thing too is it's a multi-entertainment system. So when I say that, it has video games, it has Netflix.
I
it
do
has-
know that part.
Yeah, it has everything you need, the internet, all of that. So when I go, I'm not just on the video
Yeah,
game.
now that's, yeah.
I do all of my entertainment things on there.
On there.
Yeah.
Okay. So I might have misjudged the situation.
Maybe.
But we're gonna ask the video gamers. Let's put this to a challenge. I want anybody out there
Yeah.
who is on PlayStation platform. Anytime lockdown
Underscore.
I can tell y'all my
24,
time schedule right
get
now.
on.
Because humans are
Send
addicted to
me an
routine.
inbox and let me on.
Humans are addicted to routine. I have my routines. I can
Yes.
tell y'all my.
Oh, now
my
we're just okay.
schedule.
So it's a routine.
Usually, yeah.
Okay, so well,
Just like you have your routines, she has her routines. I have my routines.
mine can change at any given time.
True. Just like everybody's. Like you're not different. So
Oh,
keep
but
it
I
all the way
am.
G.
Oh, but I am.
let's keep it all the way.
So
G.
let me ask you
So-
this question: If you are not allowed or cannot play the game, do you become agitated or frustrated?
Good question.
No, I've gone months without playing the game.
Months. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Were you fasting?
No.
Just a choice.
Nah.
You were over it.
Yeah, for a minute. Yeah.
Okay. All right then. So we're learning more about the
Yes,
video
I
game
have
world.
no clue
3
about
million. Hey, I need to get
3
on
million.
that. I need to
16
get on
years
that.
old.
And he wanted in some sort of.
Yeah, he plays some game called Fortnite. I'm not.
Oh, I've heard
Oh,
about
I've heard of
Fortnite.
that.
Yeah,
Is
That's-
that shooting and fighting?
This is like a little shooting game. I don't
Isn't
really
that where
play
the
it.
guy went in there and killed the dude on the
Nah, you don't
news?
know what you're talking about.
No, there was.
I don't know.
Really?
One guy got off, or he lost the game, he left, he went, got back, shot up the whole gaming room, and some people got killed. Yes.
Where did this happen?
I don't exactly remember, but I remember it being on the news it was a few months back.
Oh, wow.
This year.
This year, yes.
Wow, yeah,
This year. My editor's over there helping me out this year, yes.
I didn't hear about that.
Oh, see, you don't know that and you're in the gaming world?
No, see,
They
I'm
didn't
not-
even
that's
give
the other
reference.
side.
That's another side.
That's that whole...
Other sides. Maybe
yeah,
that's the addicted
the
area.
addictive side.
Nah,
Yeah.
that ain't no. That's what happened to Lil Snoop. He lost a game of bat and got shot up or something like. That's what I heard. So
Okay, so you do know that it gets dangerous and they kind of go over the edge.
but that can happen anywhere. Like I said, you could lose a game of dice and get shot up over there. You can. It's not about video games.
But you don't think that, I mean, it hasn't been proven, but there are studies out there working on it right now about the rays that go into your brain
Yeah.
over that video stuff.
You said rays?
Like there's some
Like
of the
gamma
rays,
rays?
whatever it is in the video game, I don't know.
Oh, video game rays. I'm trying to follow you. I'm trying to go down your rabbit hole now because now you educated me on video game rays.
Help me out here, Ram. Help me out here.
I can only talk about what I know.
Yeah.
I know about the rays.
Yeah, I don't know
Well,
about the
they
rays.
said the video game are like they sending messages to your brain and
But that's-
stuff.
Oh, messages like subliminal messages.
Like, yeah, negative stuff. Like it
that's
causes you to be angry
But that's
and
anything. Like we can look at something on TV, a show on TV, and you know your eyes are the gateway to the soul. So it's not just the video game.
well, that probably is not, but I think this is just my opinion.
It encourages you to do the things that
I
you
really
see.
think it does have some sort of effect on your personality, your temperament, and everything.
But not only that.
Even some doctors, I do know some people have said that it has been known to cause seizures in some people. Like children on video games too much that are now having seizures.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, I do know somebody that the doctor told them to keep their son off the video game because he had started developing seizures. So it's something in that.
That might be hereditary. But let's see. You think that I am an avid or maybe addictive video gamer. How do you think that has affected me over the years? Since you think I'm
Oh,
so
good.
I really think that it hinders and stunts your productivity.
my productivity.
Yes, I think because you stay up a lot on the games, I think that's my opinion that it's been the cause of you, your lack of enthusiasm to get up in the morning to go to certain jobs that you have, even though you have always been a night person. I do know this. I will.
My entire life.
His entire life, he has always been a night person. But you're in the real world now. You're an adult. You have adult day jobs that
I
you
work
have.
at night.
Well,
because
now
I'm a
you
night
do.
person.
Now you do, but not always. Most of the day jobs, you end up not staying very long because you don't like to get up in the morning.
So, but would you consider? Because I get it that you don't really agree with what she's saying right now. But would you consider take into consideration what she's saying and think about is that some truth? Is there some truth to that?
To my productivity, I feel like everybody makes choices, and I've made my
Let's
choices.
talk about Malik.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I've made my choices, and I just feel like those choices she hasn't agreed with. That's how I feel about
Well,
it. I feel like it has
that's
nothing
clear.
to do with my productivity. I just feel like
Well, okay. Do you feel like there are times when you are on the game where you could be getting things done that would enhance your life?
such as what? Like, give me for example.
For example,
Because we can always enhance our life. I could go out today and, I don't know, start a GoFundMe on some crazy science experiment or whatever.
well,
So
for
what do you
instance,
say?
say finances. What if you needed some funds to get a car or pay your rent, per se? And you have the capability. You're very talented. You can draw like there's no tomorrow. You can cut hair like you went to barber school. And so those are all things that could bring you money. And you need a car or you need your rent paid. And you don't do those things. You're spending the whole day getting on the game instead of going out hustling, trying to
This is after work.
using your
This
gift.
is after work. You saying in my free time is what you're saying.
Well, we're just saying hypothetically.
In general.
Would you do that versus being on the game all day?
Yeah, if somebody called me like, "Hey, bro, I got 20."
If somebody called you,
somebody
no.
called me like, "Hey, bro, I got 20," because I work every day just like everybody else. So when I get home, I want my at home time. So if somebody called me like, even if I wasn't
I called you yesterday.
was you gonna pay me? No, you was not gonna pay me. You
Money
called
talks.
me yesterday.
Money is
and somebody
talking.
said exactly, money talks.
Did I have to pay you, really?
No, I do. I cut your hair
I
and I
bought
never
the
charge you.
clippers. I paid for the clippers.
What are you saying? That's why I left my clippers broke for so long, because I was cutting too many free heads. So
Well, you're
my
not
clippers broke
supposed to
and I
cut.
just left it. You know, but people always, I got you to borrow, I got you
You
this
can't do
time.
that.
Well, that's, no, you can't do that.
It
Yeah.
starts off like that, you know, I can't do it, and then it becomes, we homies. So now I just don't have clippers. So now you ain't got no excuse. You gotta go to the barber and pay 20 or you.
No, at some point you have to be okay with saying no.
No.
Oh, I say no. And then they call me
But
next
don't
week.
leave your clippers broke because you don't know how to say no or you don't want to say no.
Right.
Oh, no, I
And
say
then
I
you
say
don't have the funding to get the things you need.
What I'm saying is it wasn't lucrative for me because I guess I didn't know enough people were willing to pay. So how about that?
Or is it possibly, could you consider the theory that you didn't go out and put yourself out there enough to find that clientele of people who are willing to pay?
That's true. And yeah, I could agree with you on that, but also I never had no
I got an agreement.
I never had no passion for cutting hair. I never wanted to be like, hey, bro, $5 for a haircut. Like, I wasn't that kind of guy. It was just, if you need your haircut, I can cut it. But I'm not chasing that haircut.
Okay, so what about the gift that you have of the drawing? You could also, bottom line is, I think there are so many things you could be doing to advance your state of being versus I see you multiple times, and you just explained it, when you're off from work, you'd rather have your off time, and that's fine, I get that, but I think some of that probably could be used more towards productivity.
Well, if there's no, that's right. But if there is no, if he doesn't have something that he's reaching for.
Oh yes, but he does.
Oh my God.
Okay, well,
Do you not?
Not at this moment.
Really?
No. Not at this moment, no.
Oh Lord, we here at the kitchen table talk, where we keeps it real and no subject is too heavy for the table.
Right.
Malachi,
Yeah.
you supposed to be trying to get your own place.
Right.
Okay, so that's not a goal.
I'm working what do you mean? I'm going to work and saving the money. What are you saying? you want me to go to work and then go to work right after work and then go to work again?
If that's what it takes.
All right.
If that's what it takes, that's what you're supposed to do.
I'm just saying, I've like we said, routine. We're all addicted to routine as humans. I've made this routine where I go to work and I'm all about work. And when I come home, I'm all about home.
So it's absolutely not addiction.
Even when I was in school, I didn't do that. When I came home, I didn't do nothing that had to do with school.
When you came home from where?
school. He's saying you didn't do homework.
Oh no.
Yeah, no, he didn't do homework.
Oh, never.
So he's saying nothing has changed.
Nothing has changed.
But it's gonna have to change, Malachi.
Man.
You
Wow.
gotta do some things different. If you want something different, you have to do things different. Push yourself to do above and beyond what it is that you see, what you're accustomed to doing, so that
Right.
you can reach whatever your goal is a little faster. So you can cut that 2-year mark down to 1 year mark
1 year.
because you're doing extra. And then once you get there, now you can chill.
Right.
A little bit.
Right. Right.
Just a little.
Little.
Right?
But I will say, I think that the idea of the video game addiction is real. You may not be addicted, but there are some out there
I think
that are
is a
very
real
addicted,
thing.
and it does impede their everyday life functions, and it's a real thing. And you know, if that is the case in your situation, don't be afraid to reach out for support. There are lots of supports out there right now. I saw online just the other day, there was a test when I was trying to figure out if he was addicted.
You took the test?
I took the test.
How did I do?
Right.
You were addicted.
I was addicted. According to her, I was addicted.
There's a test for the support.
With her answers, I was addicted.
Yes. The answer is yes.
Yes. Because there's a test that you take online for if you are the person who knows, and or if you are the person. And all the questions that I answered as the support, he was addicted. That was just.
I gotta see this test.
And when I get the online, I will definitely announce it or put it out there on my page and let you guys. I'll post it on the video and let you guys know what it was. I just can't remember it right now.
Right.
But thank you for being so candid,
Yes.
Malachi.
I do what I can.
We didn't mean to throw you under the table right off the
I'm not
bat.
under no table. I do me.
Listen.
People that know me. So
I love it.
they know what I'm really about.
We don't know.
Come on,
We still
lady.
working on our relationship. We still working on our relationship.
Let's be real.
But that's what we do. We keep it real here at the kitchen table,
Yes.
where it's all on the table. No topic is too heavy for the table.